Hello, toy fans! Today we're going to take a look at some more of the 1996 Space Jam toys by Playmates Toys. Usually 2 figures were sold together on a card for around $7, like this Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny pack. The human characters in this line and the Monstars share the same simple style of articulation with rotating heads, rotating arms, and rotation at the waist. The Looney Tunes are even more limited with rotation at the head and arms. These figures usually came with a basketball accessory that has a hole on one side. The basketball can fit on a peg that is located on one of the figure's hands. This pack also came with an accessory for Bugs Bunny called a hyperlane surfer. The surfer has a boxing glove attached with a hinge. Bugs Bunny has peg holes in the bottom of his feet that line up with a peg on the surfer. Now Bugs is ready to take on anyone that dares stand in his way. Sometimes instead of an accessory, the packs came with an extra figure, like this set that was sold with Patrick Ewing, Pepe Le Pew, and Bang. This Nerdluck version of Bang has no articulation, and it's the same version as the one that came with the airship that I previously reviewed. Charles Barkley and Wile Coyote were sold together with an ACME Turbo Vermin launcher. The launcher looks like a big slingshot to me. You can load Wile Coyote up on the slingshot, and he's ready to fly through the skies to dunk the basketball. Or it could work exactly like all the other inventions this poor coyote buys and slams him into the ground. Larry Johnson and the Barnyard Dog are another pair that did not come with a crazy contraption. Instead, the Nerdluck version of Bupkis was included. Again, this Bupkis is the exact same as the one that came with the airship, and like the other Nerdlucks, he has no peg to hold the basketball. Elmer Fudd was sold with Michael Jordan, but this time, instead of wearing his white Toon Squad uniform, Michael is wearing his practice clothes. Elmer's accessory is a flight school flinger. Let's load Elmer up and see if we can improve his hang time. Well, I'd say that was successful in gaining more height, but somebody really needs to tell Elmer that accuracy is important too. The next set has another Michael Jordan, but this time he has a happy face sculpt and is wearing a blue uniform. Michael comes with a really nicely sculpted Sylvester. Sylvester's accessories are a plunger and a wacky invention called a sky stilt. The ball can fit on the plunger's peg. The plunger's handle even fits in Sylvester's hand. Then Sylvester's feet fit on the peg on the sky stilt, and he's ready to earn some points. And we can't have Sylvester without Tweety. Tweety has a grumpy looking face sculpt, and he looks a little out of place since he's not wearing his uniform. I really wish he was wearing that cute, oversized uniform to fit in with his team members better. Tweety does not have any pegs, so he cannot hold the basketball. Tweety comes with the Monstars boss, Swackhammer, and an accessory called a hangtime hoop cage. The cage can actually hold Tweety, but it also unattaches from the base to become a basketball hoop. I think that's pretty clever. Next is the orange Monstar Pound, who commonly acts as the leader of the group. Included with Pound is Daffy Duck. I should note that I'm not sure if Daffy's arms are actually articulated. I remember when I first opened him up, I tried to rotate his left arm and it snapped right off. Some superglue is holding it on now. Daffy's fun accessory is a pogo stick-like device called a Sky Dunk Bouncer. Daffy's feet fit securely on the top of the bouncer. The bouncer has a spring inside that helps you pretend that Daffy is bouncing his way across the court. The green Monstar is named Bang, and he comes with Lola Bunny and an accessory called a Jump and Jam hoop. The hoop doesn't actually have any action features, but it's still a pretty nice accessory. This purple Monstar is Bupkis. Originally, Bupkis was sold with Yosemite Sam and a basketball launching cannon. Sadly, I don't have the cannon because this was the only set I couldn't find in a store, so I purchased them used. Blanco is the blue Monstar, and he came packaged with Tasmanian Devil. Taz's accessory is a twist and roll cyclone. Taz's feet fit on the peg holes on the top of the cyclone. The wheels are a little tight on mine, but when they are turned, Taz spins. Whoops! Well, you get the idea. The final Monstar is not, and he was sold with Marvin the Martian. And I should note that Marvin's hands do not have any pegs, so he cannot hold the basketball. Marvin's accessory is a slammin' saucer. Again, Marvin's feet fit on the saucer's peg, and when the lever on the cannon is pushed, the basketball projectile is launched. This basketball is molded to be part of the missile. Here is the Monstars starting lineup. The Monstars vary in height by quite a bit. And here's the Toon Squad's team. The Toon Squad has the advantage of numbers, but they're gonna need it. Those Monstars play dirty. So my final thoughts on this line are, I love the variety of characters made, but I wish the characters themselves were more in scale with each other, and that they had some kind of lower body articulation. Also, I always thought it was strange that the two remaining NBA players that the Monstars stole their powers from did not receive action figures. But overall, I really like this line of toys, and I remember having it on display on a bookshelf for a couple of years when I was a kid. If you enjoyed this retro toy review, feel free to check out some of my other videos for more 80s and 90s toys, plus some modern toys and toy crafts. I'd love to have you subscribe if you'd like to stay updated with my content, and thanks for watching.